So with sensitivity and the specificity of a test, I know this is a messy looking graph and you can study it on your own time. You can see the equations and so forth. But what I wanted to do was to give a graphical representation of what is discussed in the Hayes Assessment and Counseling text, the 5th edition. And the graphical illustration just to help us better understand this. And so with this particular example, we're looking at people with depression and people with suicidal ideation. Now, suicide's a huge epidemic, so if we can have a test that can detect folks with suicidal ideation, that would be very helpful so that we can make sure that they're getting the treatment they need. And with sensitivity, I'm just going to keep this very broad, but with sensitivity, what we're asking is, are we detecting all the folks with suicidal ideation? And that's what we're interested in with this particular example, is really detecting folks that have this so that we can give them treatment. With specificity, what we're asking is, are we detecting only those with suicidal ideation, so that we're giving them the treatment that's needed, and not people that don't have that are getting the treatment as well. So with this pictorial representation, we're using, it's probably the MMPI, and the cutoff score of the T-score of 65 would be an indication of people that are having issues. And if we've got that and we're really interested in detecting people with suicidal ideation and we have a T-score of 65, what you see here is that with this particular example, we've got two people that would be detected as, we're saying that they're negative for suicidal ideation, but that's actually false. So that's a false negative. We've got two people with suicidal ideation, and we're saying that they don't have it. We also have a false positive. We've got somebody with depression who's not suicidal, and but they are we're capturing them as being suicidal or having suicidal ideation. Okay. So we come down here and we say, well, we want to really just capture only those with suicidal ideation, so we're going to increase the T-score of 75. So if somebody takes the test and they have a T-score of 75, we're wanting to see if we're capturing only those with suicidal ideation. And what we do find here when we do this is that we are capturing the folks with that. We have 5 true positives, but we wind up having 3 false negatives, meaning that we're saying that they don't have it when they actually do. Okay. Now, again, you can kind of study the graph and look at this closely on your own time, but ultimately and generally, when we increase a cutoff score, typically we're going to decrease the sensitivity and we're going to increase the specificity of a test. So let me know if this is helpful. Give me feedback on this, and just let me know if you have any questions.